I greet you in Jesus' precious name. It is Wednesday morning, the 23rd of October, 2024, and this is your friend Angus Buchan with a thought for the day. We start off in the Gospel of Matthew, chapter 23, verse 12. And Jesus says, "Whoever exalts himself will be humbled, and he who humbles himself will be exalted." Humility. The Oxford Dictionary defines humility as a humble view of one's own importance. Whoever humbles himself shall be raised to honor. I like what the Message says about this scripture verse. It says, if you puff yourself up, you'll get the wind knocked out of you. You're content to simply be yourself, your life will count for plenty. You know, when I think of humility, I think of a big ship, a huge cruiser. These massive ships that are about 6 or 7 decks high, they almost look top heavy. And thousands of people go on holiday on those massive ships. But you know, there's a little part of that ship called the rudder. The rudder of the ship, it is underwater all the time. No one ever sees it. No one ever speaks about it. But I want to tell you something, my dear friend. Without that little rudder, that ship is going nowhere. The captain has got no control over that ship, and it'll probably end up heading for the rocks. We are called to be humble. The Lord is the one who raises us up. When I was sitting here contemplating of someone who I regard as humble, I remember reading about a man by the name of Father Nash. That was his nickname. That's what they called him. Now, we've all heard of the great revivalist Charles Finney, but not many people have heard of Father Nash. You see, he was like the rudder of Charles Finney's ministry. What would happen? Charles would be going to a town, but a week beforehand, Father Nash would go to the same town, check into a little hotel room, and start to pray for revival. And he would pray for a solid week. They said he prayed so loud they could hear him down the street. And the day before the great revivalist Charles Finney arrived in town, Father Nash would pack up his little suitcase and he would leave town and go to the next town and do the exact same thing. A humble man indeed, but I think when we get to heaven, we will realize just how much work Father Nash had done. Today, remain humble, and the Lord will exalt you. Jesus bless you, and have a wonderful day. Goodbye.